Alrighty, hello. Hello, hello. How's it going, friends? How goes it? How goes it? Sure, thanks. Just finishing up some soup. Letter Z. Pyro Onyx. Yo, One Drunk Man. Lana, hello. Jim. Uter, hello. Kill Combat. What's on the menu? Oh, I'm already done with it, but it's seaweed soup. Do you know miyeokguk? It's like Korean seaweed soup. Just has like some garlic, you know, salt, and a little bit of beef, I guess, and seaweed, of course. Eggy Sando.
Soup for the whole class.
Do you make enough soup for the whole class? There's only enough for like two servings. I make small servings, like small batches, because I don't like having like too much like food just left over. Also, Abstraction, hello. Adriel, hello. I'm one of the assholes who couldn't solve the cipher cult card. I mean, why would you be an asshole for not being able to solve it though? It's okay. It's not a big deal. $765RS miso? No, it's not miso. It has no soybean. It's mostly water, seaweed, beef, stock essentially, and salt, garlic. That's about it. Pretty simple. How goes it? Did I show you my commission? Went into a V2? Wait, what do you mean? I don't know what you mean, Adriel. What do you mean? Orange in Twitch chat, orange in Lightning Core LFG. Nice. If you don't know what Christian's talking about, we have subscriptions on Discord, apparently. I enabled it because some people just spend more time on Discord, myself included. And, you know, I figured enable it there. If you wanted to pay $5, that's, you know, not your Prime, and you want to put it on Discord instead, it's probably better for me and for you. The only thing, yeah, you don't get emotes here, but you'll get emotes in the server anyway. You get them for free. And then obviously like sub chat, and then there's a bigger cut for like on Discord than on Twitch. Like on Twitch, you know, you get like 50%. So if there's $5 for the Twitch sub, I earn 2.5, and then on top of that I get taxed. So speaking of taxes, I just did my taxes, and so I have to pay tax, or it gets withheld. So at the end of the day, it's like $2 really. And so yeah, and so I personally was like, oh, you know, leave the option for those who might wanna. For those who might want to support instead in Discord, and that's fine, right? Your artisan channels make me practice my willpower. Yeah. Better not get sucked in if you don't intend to. Have to know what you're doing, or at least just what you're getting into. White blue is now a full gradient blue and shiny orange mid. Oh, cool. Do you send it out to knee or something? Is that what you mean? Hello, how are you? Dr. Killswitch, hello. I'm doing well, thank you for asking. It's been busy. This week's just been a lot of work. Although, to be quite honest with you, I probably will stay up a little longer after this to finish up a little work that I just wanted to show, like during some like work meetings tomorrow. So yeah, it's just been busy. Just trying to keep it up, you know. I don't know why this is not working. So, excuse me. There we go. My charger wasn't working. Alright, so let's get started. So today we're going to be building a Box 75 from the Design Studio. DKS is also the name of the designer. Oh, Mr. Nick. What's up? 9 months, thank you. How are you, buddy? How's life? Caustic did it. Oh, nice. That's pretty nice. Which keyword is this? This key called number 1 is the original one, the first iteration of it. Yeah, actually this is the prototype. Funnily enough, you can check it out here. This is a prototype key code from back when. This is the one that ran in the Bay prototype a long time ago. Yeah, pretty neat. Let's take a look. Has this cool chrome plated brass mid. Pretty nice. Number 1 with the correct USB port. Yeah. The tolerances of this are really tight. Actually, you can see it sticks out a little bit because the chrome plating actually was too thick, and so this actually had a lot of issues. So on the inside it's pretty scuffed, and like I actually got this and it had a screw broken on the top piece, and we had to tap it out. So yeah, this had its issues when I got it, but it was all good. Got it for a good deal. So it's like a mirror that tells you you're number 1 when you look at it. Oh, that's a good one. What's up, Brian? How are you doing, bud? All right. So yeah, not that one. I got hit with an ab brake. Oh, I see. All right. So let's get started. Let's just bring all the parts out that I got from the client. So I got a cable, which is neat. What is this, cleaning agent? Oh, this is kind of optional, I guess. Got our stab set. Got our switches. And then, ooh, here's the box. Doing alright, man? That's good. It's good to hear, man. I know that there were points where you had your ups and downs too, if I recall correctly. But I'm glad you're doing alright. That's good. Good to be on a good footing, you know? Feel like trouble strikes when you least expect it. I mean, say that about people who are affected by like the earthquakes or something. Like, that's crazy. That stuff just happens out of nowhere and you're screwed. So this is a box, just standard black box. Actually has this kind of clothy kind of texture to it, glossy. It's very has this, makes this sound when you touch it. Lots of ups and downs, but gotta stay positive. That's the spirit. All right, comes with this. I don't know what this is called. Do you know what this material is called? It's like a kind of paper, right? Anyway, it's like the one that you like can trace like line art basically. All right, so it says project name Box 75, year 2020 to 2022. designed by PH Lin, PCB by Mr. Gondo for Cherry MX. There's the screw sizes, which is pretty nice. Color options: black stainless steel, black PVD, white stainless steel, white PVD. Accent options and foam inserts. And then distributed by the vendors here. Novel keys, Type Plus, the Clag, Mono K, my keyboard. Pretty nice. Nice little detail. Actually, something like this is something that is kind of non-invasive. Like, it's not very intrusive. And at the same time, not very intrusive. At the same time, has all the info you need, which is kind of nice. Nice presentation. Definitely speaks to the way the designer is. So I've met the designer in person, Mr. PH Lin. He's a really nice guy. I believe he's an architect. He does like architectural design, and so the whole like package kind of speaks for itself. It definitely gives me a vibe of designed by an architect who lives in New York City. So yeah. I have a jacket that makes that sound? Oh, I see. Okay, I'm assuming this QR code is for assembly instructions, which is pretty nice. Alright, here we have a polycarb plate. Actually, I don't know what plate I'm gonna use today. I kind of defaulted to alu because that's the one included in the kit. But we also do have a polycarb plate, so I'm gonna take it out. I was letting the client decide what plate we're gonna use. So I might be using the PC plate today, so we'll see. So we have our polycarb plate. Ooh, it's like a tinted polycarb. It's kind of frosted black or grayish, slightly. We have our play foam if you want it. I don't know if we're gonna use it yet. Put it aside. And then we have just 2 PCBs, which is fine. All right. Looks like it comes with shims. Was this a 1.2 millimeter PCB? Maybe it is. Anyway, it comes with shims, little PCB shims. Let's just open one up. We're gonna need it anyway. Take this out. That's what the Box 95 PCB looks like. Designed by Mr. Gondo Linder. Very nice. Centered USB port, as you can see. USB-C. 75%. Kind of has a Mr. Gondo's like older style of design, which has like this quote: Box 95 PCB version whatever, date whatever. Designed by Gondo Linder for PH Lin. Do you know Oscar Niemeyer? Very cool. I actually don't know who that person is. I don't. Do you guys know? Who's Oscar Niemeyer? Niemeyer? I don't know how you pronounce it. N-I-E Meyer. M-E-Y-E-R. Alright, so here we have our keyboard itself. Comes in a little microfiber pouch. It's like a stitched pouch. So today we have the standard black with stainless steel pieces, polished, very nice. It's a pretty nice, pretty cool design in my opinion. I actually, at first I was like, it's different. And yeah, when I built it, I actually enjoyed it. So there you have it. Alright, so okay, so I mean I can go ahead and test the PCB too, but I actually will just take this. So let me just show you, right? So it's one of those screwless sort of like assemblies where you don't have any screws on the exterior here, so you have to access them from the top part. They are in a few strategic positions over here and over here. Basically, they bolt down these accents. Basically, these pieces, these stainless steel pieces, dividers, are the ones that actually hold part of the board. So let's get to it first. Feet covers. Oh yeah, it does come with these feet covers, which are entirely optional. But you can also use them without, I think, because they kind of, it stands on its own, right? So it's these little feet that give it the angle, which is pretty neat. That looks like a torque screw to me. I'm gonna assume it's a T6. It looks like all the foam is inside. There's case foam and plate foam. It looks like, oh, I see, the extra PCB comes with extra plate foam. I see. Okay, cool. I absolutely love this keyboard. Went with the white with black accent. Ooh, the monochrome style. Like the... Alright, so how was this again? I forget. Man, it's been a while since I've done this. Okay, well, I do need to remove these little socks or whatever, though, for sure. I just don't remember how it was. Let's remove them first. Alright. So 1, 2, 3, 4 screws, right? You have to remove, which one do you remove first? It was one of these guys, I think. It was this one, I think. Pretty sure. Oh, I don't think it's completely off. How do you do this again? Man, it's been a long time since I undid this one. Oh, there we go. There we go. Now it's off. I guess it was just not completely off. Alright, so left and right. Comes right off like that. And then there are screws that are bolted from the bottom. So you just flip it over. And then there are screws here that bolt the rest of the board together. Making clickety noises before switches are put in. Yeah, this board is pretty interesting. It's just different from the rest, is how I feel about it. It actually sounded really good when I built the prototype. I think I built the prototype with just some Gateron yellows, Gateron Milky Top yellows, and I remember it sounded really good. And I don't recall putting any foam in, so I remember it was pretty nice in that regard. Alright, so you now just take the top off, which basically has these this frame portion already like assembled. You don't need to disassemble those unless you're swapping out things, but you don't need to. Alright, and then the bottom piece just has the screws, you know, being held on there, and the foam. We have the case foam, more plate foam, which is actually optional. Just put it aside. So, alright, so we can leave those screws fine. Let's just take these guys out. Take the aluminum plate out first. Board? Oh, exclamation keyboard. We'll do it. Hyperglide Black's in my Pro with no foam, and it's pretty decent. Honestly, wouldn't mind trying the foam. Yeah. I mean, all up to you, right? Maybe I'll use a different little tray here. Where's my oh, here. M2 screws? Yeah, M2. Has M2 for everything. Or T6 if you're using Torx. I mean, this is Torx, so, but yeah, the size is M2. M2 diameter screws. And down here. So it has a 7-point top mount assembly. So there's our alu plate. Okay, the rest can stay. That's pretty much the frame with the feet already like there. So this I'll just, for now, I'll just kind of place like here. So they can just stay together for now. And then we'll just remember that this is right. This is probably left. I mean, it should be obvious by the placement of the screws anyway. So we can just leave it like, oh, there's a good bump on here. Just leave it like that for now. Alright, so... Soy un ladrón y estoy aquí para robar tu corazón. That's cute, Mr. Mason. To steal my heart, he says. Alright, so let's see. Okay, polycarb, blah blah. Alright, cool. So I think we are gonna go with the polycarb plate. From what I'm hearing. So polycarb plate, I don't know about the foam yet. We can decide as we go. And same with the case foam. We can always decide later before we put on all the switches. For that, so okay. So for now we'll just assume there's a polycarb plate. Aluminum plate I'll just put aside. And let's test our PCB first. Oh, well, there was that cable, right? Well, let's plug in that cable, why not? Let's use the cable that we're... So we have a cable mod cable, or is maybe just a cable mod box? I'm not sure. Oh no, yeah, this is not a cable mod cable. Looks like a commissioned cable from, I forget whom. Maybe it might be Keep stuff. I'm not sure. Or actually, is it? I don't know. Anyway, or maybe it's cable mod. Looks like it was sanded or polished. It's nice. But let's try that. Alright, very cool. Black connector, pretty clean. Just gotta plug this one end in over here. Oh, actually, you know what? What's this doing here? Perfect. Huh? Where did it go? Oh, well, whatever. I had a little extension, but I can't see it, so I'm just gonna pass this one to the back here. Ooh, yeah. And I can just unplug one of these guys that I'm not even using. And this cabling is a mess. I have too many cables on there. Oh, there we go. All right. All right, so plug this guy in. Imagine a clean does with clean cable management. Well, so it looks fine from the front, and then you go to the back and it's a mess. So it's fine in the front part of the of the table. It just looks messy when you go to the back, which is, I guess, pretty standard for a lot of desks. Until you have to do all the management, which for me, I'm terrible at it, so I don't try too hard. I do what I can. All right, so that shows up. Nice. Let me check here. Okay, I'm just gonna map the keys based on whatever they wanted. Insert, delete, home page up, page down. They wanted their function key here. Oh, wait, function key here. When all, okay, everything's fine. All right, cool. Key tester. Test our PCB. Invite Rich Dan over and make him do it. It's so far for him. Such a long way out. Alright. So this PCB is pretty minimalist in the sense that it doesn't have LED support at all. There's no LEDs anywhere. Makes sense though. Would kind of go against the whole idea of this aesthetic. Even if it were just in switch. I think maybe like an indicator could work, but I think it's fine without too. I never use my keyboards with lights anyway. Barely even solder indicators in the first place. Okay, and everything looks good. Thoughts on Tomo? Tomo's pretty nice. I like it. I think in the 75% domain, I would recommend it. It's pretty nice. Hi expert, do 5-pin PC mount MX Black sound different from 3-pin plate mount? I'm gonna say no. Unless, I mean, I would say like it maybe depends on the fitment on the PCB, but if it's standard, probably not different. I would say it's like, I'm gonna say it's not really that different. If people claim it, well, good for them, but I don't really think so. I mean, I use 3-pin and 5-pin pretty indifferently. Like, I pretty much just don't use 3-pin whenever I have a half plate. That's about it. Always, oh, there, okay. All right, everything's good with the PCB, so let's just move on with the stabs. Be like Glacier and use 3-pin on quarter plate? Oh my god, no. Why would I do that? Why waste so much time? how many do I need? Left shift, space bar, enter, backspace. Okay. I guess I can just put these back in there. Three-pin hot swap plateless supremacy? Oh my god. That's chaotic. Hey Diego. Hello Eric. Eric Himothy. Hope you're doing well. Thoughts on the Envoy? I haven't tried the Envoy, the new Mode 65 board. I will be trying it at some point. I just haven't gotten to that pretty much. Yeah, so unfortunately I have no thoughts about it yet. Holy shit, the ruler trick is quite smart. I mean, I'm just trying to minimize effort. I'm a lazy person. I want to pick those up one by one. Alright, time to lube these stabs first. Looking forward to your build when it comes around. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I'll get to it. It's just been busy and I just need to catch up with some other stuff, so it's kind of holding me back. Yeah, it's just been kind of busy these days, I think. Or rather, I actually need to just manage my time a little better, that's all. I feel like I lose a lot of time doing like other things. I know that I feel. I mean, I feel that way all the time, but I definitely feel that more now. I feel like I'm definitely a bit of imposter syndrome there, but I definitely feel like I am much imposter syndrome with myself, probably. I definitely feel like when I was younger, like in my early 20s, I managed my time a lot better than I do now. But that said, I feel much less burnt out now than I did back then. So I have no regrets about that. I kind of feel like maybe it's better time management in the sense that I don't feel as stressed and as tired or whatever. But it does also mean that overall I'm doing less for more time, which is also fine. But sometimes there's times I want to do more, but there's not enough hours in the day to do it. So it's either I lose on sleep, or I lose on hanging out with people that I want to hang out with, that kind of stuff. Yeah, so gotta make your sacrifices. Normally, I think I try to balance that out, because I know I can't forgo too much sleep because I can't function properly. Like I think if I sleep like 6 or under, I have a hard time, although oftentimes I have trouble with sleeping. But I would say that, yeah, I dysfunction very quickly when I lack sleep. Younger Diego probably was juggling fewer responsibilities. I don't know about that, actually. Younger Diego was a little crazy. Younger Diego, like when I was in my, well, okay, wait, not even like in my, when I was in school, I was juggling like research, like classes. I was taking like between 18 to 20 credits every semester. And then I was I had a part-time job, I had work study. And then I had extracurriculars that I wanted to do. So I was doing a lot of things. And then I definitely burned out. I definitely experienced heavy burnout after that. And then I kind of slowed down a lot. When I was working, I was working more of a 9-to-5 kind of job after that. So that was a lot more chill, but I did spend a lot of time like doing other things, like not even like hanging out with friends, but just kind of like with the commute and like other things. Like I kind of felt like my day was just like taken up by the job, and then I didn't really do anything outside. Makes me exhausted just hearing about it. I know, it makes me exhausted hearing about myself, so I don't even think about it that much nowadays. There was a time I was kind of crazy and very workaholic. Not anymore. If you do hot swap plateless, what do you risk damaging? Hold on. Your sanity? Yeah, true. Hot swap plateless. The fact that, yeah, your sanity's right. But I mean, if you're using 5-pin even, and you're doing hot swap plateless, the only thing is, anytime you remove like a keycap or you press it hard on one side, like off center, you're gonna push it off axis. So you risk bending the pins, you risk damaging the hot swap sockets because you're basically applying stress off in an opposite direction of where it's supposed to feel the stress, you know, like it's supposed to just feel the stress like that, down up. So effectively by putting too much like offset forces, you're probably gonna break that socket at some point, or it might maybe like the joints will give out at some point. So yeah, not good. Just don't want to do things they're not intended to do. Pretty much. That sounds cursed. Yeah. I mean, it's doable. Hot swap and plateless is fine. I mean, you can do it if you want. Just don't apply too much force when you're using it. Like, aside from typing, hopefully you're not doing anything weird with it. Oh, hold on. Someone just DM'd me and I'm like, I just should reply to that. But yeah, I would say nowadays my work life is fairly balanced. Like I have time to eat, time to cook sometimes, time to hang out with people. Well, actually just make the time to hang out with people. I don't really like, I would say I always have work to do, but I just straight up don't work. There's times I just say I don't work and I'm just gonna do this because work can just suck me basically. So I just kind of make the time there. Like, you know, if I want to hang out with friends, then I just do that. And like when you know I do have to work though, like, you know, I try my best to fulfill. And then, you know, like for streaming or like keyboard related stuff, I set aside like time to. Normally it's planned, so I try my best to like set aside time. But but there's a reason why I don't set a schedule though, is because I don't tend to do things under that schedule very well. So I just set goals for the day, and then whatever remains, if it's within the like the time frame I can do, like, you know, a stream takes like, you know, let's say like 3 hours, because, you know, I have to set up to and I have to break down and whatnot, right? So if that's the case, then I have to like set aside that time. So if I have left over that kind of time, then I do put it in to the schedule. If not, I don't. Let him cook emo. Generally speaking though, yeah, don't do hot swap with no plate. Probably not a good idea. The plate helps guide things in place. Anyway, So yeah. So anyway, what's good with y'all? Anything you're excited about these days, or any stories you guys want to tell, or maybe you can ask me about anything. But yeah. What else have I done these days though? Let's see. I mean, I've just been watching One Piece a lot. Which I'm not at the time skip just yet. I'm like at the doors of the time skip right now. I'm just watching my keyword get built. That's fair. One Piece or One Pace? Oh, One Pace. One Pace. One Pace. I would not do One Piece. Like I would not. I don't want to waste my time. What arc are you on? I'm at the last episode of Post-War. I'm at the last episode of Post-War. So pretty excited about the time skip and what follows. Yeah, Marineford was really, really good. I do still think Enies Lobby was the better arc, but Marineford was very good. I don't know. I think I got more emotional during Enies Lobby than I did during Marineford. But Marineford was very good. Yeah. You're still pretty far behind current? Oh, yeah. That grind is real? There's no grind. Because I'm not in a rush. I started like last summer. And I've just been slowly churning through it with my partner. So it's pretty much the thing we watch when we don't have anything else to watch. Which right now we don't have anything else to watch. So we just watch One Piece. Oh, that reminds me. Oh, Mr. Justin. Thank you. 17. 17 years. Journator, how you doing? I'm doing alright. How are you? I'm new here. Oh, welcome. I'm going to build along with you for my first build in a long time. Oh, really? What are you building? Are you building new project or something that you already have been planning for a while, or something personal maybe? So, like a side, like something that you didn't make. I know that I feel like for people who design their own stuff, it's rare for them to build stuff that it's not. I mean, they don't always make the time to build stuff that they didn't make. So it's probably like exciting to build something that you don't make. Just got my Kaze. Ooh, very nice. What color do you get? What color do you pick? I've seen pics, so Kaze so lit. Ooh, denim and polished steel weight. Yo, that denim color came out great. It's like it's not like a very potent blue. It has this blue grayish vibe to it, but it's not a potent blue. It's really nice, very subtle, very nice. Just looks excellent in anodizing. I've been busy. I didn't even see the sale get posted. I'm pretty sure this is probably from the FNF. Took a while to decide. I wanted polycarb, but it was hard to commit to fancy plastic for that much. Yeah. I do get that. That said, I generally prefer aluminum pieces and whatnot over polycarb. Polycarb is nice, but I don't really see myself getting much beyond like one board made out of polycarb. I mean, generally speaking, like I don't really like. It's not a craving, so to speak. Private GB run, more like I believe it's basically like FNF along with the full order because it's supposed to be an in-stock sale. So the people who are getting it are basically like the first fulfillment of what's going to be in stock. So it's gonna be soon, basically. Yeah, things are kind of shifting towards in stock nowadays. So I think that's what they're gonna do. Just like the way they've been running their artisan trays, right? Their keycap trays. They also run them like in stock sales. So to me, good TKLs, that's good. That's good though. That's a good thing though. To me, good TKLs is a great thing. It just means you can't go wrong with the choices. So you just pick the one that you like the most aesthetically or something, and just roll with it. Full PC plus RGB is fun once in a while. I do agree with that. Full polycarb and polycarb, and RGB, it does look great. Yeah. Was it that I built like a couple of Cake 60s. I built like the PC Senga, for example. PC 910. Yeah, polycarb boards are pretty fun. That's for sure. I think I've also built like the I've also built the polycarb Alice a few times. Not good for my wallet. I mean, that's true. But I mean, as long as you don't get all of them. If you just get one, then it makes no difference, right? But if you're interested in all of them, then that's bad. I mean, ideally you're not getting more than one, but I mean, who knows? Maybe you do enter all of them. Little question: what do you think about modding with tape and foam? I don't think I personally mind it as much. Like if you do it, like if people do it, I don't do it. 2 reasons: I'm lazy. And I think generally speaking, tape and foam tend to what they essentially do is they like absorb properties of the sound of or feel of that board, and it kind of flattens the profile, so to speak. So in some cases it improves things. Like for example, if you have a PCB with a lot of flex cuts and you're just taping those shut, right? It helps because you're preventing the dampening from those flex cuts diffusing all the motion, right? All that kinetic energy and therefore like the sound being lost to that. And that helps, right? But if you're like, putting like the tape across the entire PCB, right? Like it kind of does this effect where like it kind of like reflects the sound back up. But I feel like a lot of the lots of tape and lots of foam cases that you see out there, that sound profile, that signature kind of gets flattened out, and a lot of it kind of starts sounding very similar to each other. Which, if you like that, so if you like the one thing, it's good. It's great, actually, because there is basically a one way, right? It's like a cheat code to do everything the same and everything kind of move in the same direction. So that's good. But I actually feel like a little bit of hollowness in the case, or like different signature in sound or feel is fine. Like the variability, I personally embrace it and I don't mind it. But I do think foam and tape, like they're good in their own ways. Like they're good as a tool to have at your disposal. So if it's something that like you don't like and you just can add or remove accordingly to make it tunable for yourself, that's great. That's the best part out of it. Like also because it's not expensive. They're not expensive things to buy. So that's nice. One thing though is flex cuts. They're the new thing to hate on lately. So I think it's not quite that they're all hated. I like flex cuts to a moderation. Like it needs to be in moderation because, like, let me just to kind of exemplify this, right? Like if you have flex cuts, like let's say you only have one flex cut that just kind of runs like from here, like where the left side of the enter is to like the A key, right? That's fine, right? It's just one cut, you know, just kind of, you know, let's all that motion sort of like get diffused, and it affords a little bit of flexibility to your typing, because as you type, you know, the two halves kind of like, you know, vibrate a little more, kind of like bouncy, right? That's cool, right? But let's say you start adding more and more. So you add one here, you add one here, you add one here, and then you add one here, or yeah, add one here. So then all of the rows are kind of independent from each other as you're typing away. And it's not like you're typing on one row at a time, right? You're typing letters from everywhere, right? And as you do that, it kind of becomes very chaotic. It dissipates a lot of that energy. So I feel like you kind of lose a lot of the charm. And I think that's where people are like, it's too much. But so the thing is, because of the trend in tape and foam, that kind of stuff, the foam has basically become the band-aid to that problem. You have all these flex cuts, right? You put a piece of foam, and then you put all your switches and your plate on top. It basically stiffens it back up. So you're kind of like patching up what the flex cuts were doing to achieve some middle ground. But why do that when you can just not even have to go to one extreme or the other? Just have a PCB that doesn't have the flex cuts, or just have a PCB that just has one flex cut or something, right? So that's my take on it. I think in moderation it's great. I think if it's intentional and it's done in moderation, or there's ways to kind of combat it in a way that you can control exactly how much you get, that's awesome. Or it's slight enough that the difference won't like make or break, I think that's fine. What's so weird how people were doing like flex cuts around every single switch last year? Yeah. Like the Mr. Suit, I think they had that. Like some of the Owl, is it Owl Lab? Yeah, Owl Labs, right? They had some of those per key flex cut stuff. Pretty crazy. And so yeah, like it's fine if you want to do it. It's just extreme, you know. And I think that's the part I don't like. It's like I don't necessarily want that in every keyboard, and I don't want to have to basically say like, oh, it's too extreme, so I'm gonna add foam to make up for it. But what I don't like about foam, personally, is that it hugs the switches. It kind of makes when I type on the switch, like with foam, it feels like the vibration that goes down from my keystroke down into the switch just gets dampened by that piece of foam around it, so it kind of kills it. Like it just sucks it up like a black hole, and it feels very stiff, and it feels like it is like uniform. It's kind of consistent, so to speak, because it's everywhere on the board. But I don't like it personally because it feels like it just absorbs it all, and it becomes boring almost. So that's what I don't like about foam personally. Specifically, plate foam is the one I don't like as much. I try to not use plate foam if I can afford not to, because it feels boring. It's not bad, it's boring, that's all. Yeah, not a fan of boards that basically require you to use foam. Yeah. That's definitely the thing. I don't like it when you're forcing me to use it. If I have the ability to add and remove accordingly, that's great. That's cool. All right, you know. I'll work with that. I can figure it out. Makes all switches sound uniform. Yeah. Which some people want the uniformity, which is why they go for it and they love it. But I think once you start doing that for a while, you realize how boring your keyboards can be if you have more than one, for example. So you know, it's like it just varies, right? Everyone has their preferences with regards to that. Cool to have in a border too. Yeah. I definitely like it. I go insane if all my boards were like that. Then they'll all be the same. Yeah. It makes it boring. If you're into keyboards more than just the utility of having that 1 or 2 keyboards that you need for work and home, right? Then it really, like, it really kills everything else. Like, it just flattens everything out. All your keyboards will be the same. And that's kind of like the no-no for me. The one mod I feel truly does what the designer intended, as people like to say, is what is now called force break. It just turns the top and bottom case weight into one mass. Force break between case and weight is a big one. Oh, I see. Like the adding like a bit of material between 2 pieces that are have contact with each other. Yeah. The force break thing is just kind of like, it helps in most cases, no pun intended cases, for the reason that, you know, maybe the tolerances of the things that were machined to fit, you know, into each other, like for the case pieces or for the weight and stuff, right? Maybe it just isn't a favorable condition. Like maybe just the tolerances didn't work out for that particular piece or that particular batch even. And you decide to use this force break mod to basically separate, you know, those pieces, or isolate them a little more so that they don't have that like clanking kind of sound or the annoying like pinging and resonance that can happen just like because of the metal to metal contact. That I think is also like, I think it's fine to have too. And it's very easy. You just apply like 2 pieces of tape. You can apply like a piece of foam. Yeah, what you said is exactly what it is. It helps with the tolerance issue and the warping and that kind of stuff. Like you should expect that that's gonna happen, or it's very possible, and you have the tool at your disposal to use it or not. All right. So I need to test my stabs first. Oh, I should update the build command to say polycarb. Polycarb. PC plate on a polycarb full plate. It really hurts the personality of the switches, plate, etc. Basically, the entire board becomes neutral. Yeah. I mean, it's a good thing if you want that. It's a great thing if you want that. For me, I don't want it. I don't mind some of my... I have some boards that just don't sound great, to be honest, because they just kind of are a little hollow, and yeah, but they have personality. And sometimes I just bust them out to use them because, you know, what the hell, right? It's alright. No point collecting different types of boards to normalize them all. Yeah. It's like, I mean, not that I don't have 2 of the same board at this point in time. For example, I have 2 like vertex angles, but that's also because it's R1, R2, like the prototypes. I have, like, what else do I have 2 of? Would Jane V2 CE and V2 ME count? I guess I have 2 of those. I have 2 Jubies, but that's also because I was building like my personal unit and then like the prototype for the Salvin run. But you know, like when people have like a bunch of the same board, if you build them all, right? If you love, like, let's say you love MX Blacks and the aluminum plate, right? I mean, I know a lot of you do, me too, myself included, right? And you do that, right? But you build them all. You get all the colors. You get that violet Jane V2. You get that red V2. You get the gray one, the blue gray one, the whatever, right? You get them all. Okay, you have 5 of the same board. Hell yeah, right? You're hella rich. Imagine, right? Imagine you're Christian. No, I'm just kidding. And so you know you get all of them. And you build them all the exact same way. I don't know, right? It's like, for me, I'm kind of defeats the point. I feel like I would have at least built 1 or 2 of them differently, right? Just to kind of have that. Oh, I have the different colors, but at least they act differently. They sound differently. Yeah. Space 65. Yeah, I do have a couple. Oh, the stellar ones. Yeah, I do have a couple of those too. Well, Yeah, they do have a couple of those. Let's see. Ideally, we have. Oh, whoops! I didn't mean to pin that. How do I unpin that? There. Oh no! Oh, that's so funny. I pinned that message. That was accidental too. I just grabbed the mouse incorrectly. I was trying to scroll up to Justin's comment. Ideally, we would have custom cut for strikes included with every board, but it's a pretty big shape. If the case isn't seamless, it might be visible. Yeah. Be like me and spend 20 minutes perfect lining in a case, or aligning a case. Yeah. I can't see how it would be super appealing to have it if you're only gonna own one board and get GTFO of the hobby. Yeah, that's true. Alright. I pinned this comment that said, "I'm poor after giving you all these $5." Sorry, Christian. That's so good. I didn't even know that there was a pinning feature now, but I guess we do. That's pretty funny. That could be like the starboard of Twitch. That's so good. Oh, this one's not fully closed. I might sub just for that. Oh boy. Oh shit! Oh! I have the best idea now! Holy shit! I have a great fucking idea right now. Oh my god. Hold on. I need to do this. I need to do this now while I have this idea. Where is it? Okay, here it is. Okay, do that. Which one is it? Okay. Oh, this is great. Wait, no. Amount. Okay, no. I'll just say 5,555 points. Give reward. Pin a message on the starboard. Specify which message you want pinned for the next. How much do we do? I'd say streams are like 2 hours long on average, 2.5 hours long. Let's say 30 minutes for the next 30 minutes, so that people can have a chance to like use a different one. Sick. Okay, I don't have a reward icon right now, so cooldown and limits. I mean, just number of times is fine. Oh, I guess. Well, cooldown time. Redemption. I don't need that. Redemptions per stream. I'll say like 5. Per user per stream. Oh, only 1 per user, I think. All right, cool. Pin a message on the starboard. Hell yeah. Is it? Wait, hold on. I need to save it, right? How do I? Wait, is it up? Is it up now? I don't know. Do I need to like refresh my chat somehow? Yeah. Okay. All right, there. There you go. There we have a new channel point redemption. We can now pin messages. Well, I mean, you can suggest to pin a priceless message. That's what you can do. And then since you said $5, that's why the cost is 5,555, because I was like, yeah, 5. Just do 5 for everything. Drew asking me to say something makes me scared. Drew, no free pins, man. What is this? Drew is just gonna abuse it and pin things all the time. Abuse. This is the only place he has power. Don't let him bait you. That's true. That's so funny. All right. Hope you're having a nice Spectrum day. Thanks, Tornado. How are you doing? Oh wait. So the client actually sent the key set that they wanted to use. So actually today we're not gonna have pick a key set, or if you do, I'll just refund you. They wanted to use PPT charcoal from Novel Keys, which is a pretty nice set. It's a set actually I was tempted to buy so many times when it went on sale, but I didn't. But it's a set that basically is black on gray dye sub. Just got back from a 2-day ski trip. Oh shit, nice. Ski trip where? Where do you go for a ski trip? Was it? Oh wait, no, it was gray on black. Never mind, my bad. Gray on black, not black and gray. So, well, I just need the mods for now, because I just need to test the... Oh, did they pick out the keys that I need? Okay, great. So just need to take the mods to test those out. Your mom's house? Isn't there a streamer? Or isn't there like a content creator house called Your Mom's House with what's their name? Like Elia Choi, I think, on YouTube. I think I remember seeing that at some point. But then they like disbanded. Oh, good night, Christian. Good night, good night. I went to Lake Placid. I don't know where that is. Lake Placid. Adirondacks. Winter Olympics venue. Oh, cool. It's in where the fuck is that? Upstate New York? Oh, nice. Pretty far up. Wait, no. Is it upstate New York? It is upstate New York, huh? Man, upstate... I forget how upstate New York is really upstate. Damn, that's far. Sounds fun, though. Tom and Christina Segura have a podcast called Your Mom's House. Is that what you're thinking of? No. I'm thinking about it with these young YouTubers I think I saw on YouTube. I'm assuming that name is a relatively common name. But it's not a podcast. It was like a YouTube video. It was like a YouTube, like, you know, like content creator house. These are so tactile. U4 keys. Con houses are so 2022. I mean, I personally don't really care much for them, but I definitely. I mean, I know that they're like a thing in that whole like realm. I don't know too much about them. I mean, I guess like offline TV kind of stuff is like that, right? Sounds alright. Con houses are so 2017, let's be real. Yeah, and I don't know, man. I honestly don't follow too closely, but I remember seeing it somewhere, so that's why. Okay, sounds fine. WTF is a Nixdork top. That's the Nixdork switch is the one that what's his name? Who's the guy who did the U4Ts? Gazzew? Yeah, Gazzew made them. They're basically like white tops. I guess they're like, are they Otemu? I think Otemu makes the Gazzew switches, right? HB Hero and Bob, yeah. HB Hero and Bob. What tops now? Nixdork tops. So they're shitty white tops made by Otemu. Yeah, I know that Drew is a big Cherry and Gateron stand, so ain't nobody got shit on Cherry and Gateron, so I get it. Drew, I just wanted to check if they were related to Cherry. Yeah. Alright, no foam today, is what I was told. Well, sorry, I wasn't told that. I convinced Maskovitz to not use foam. This is what we do. They're zoomer switches. Is this a vintage thing? Yeah, no, they're pretty zoomer. I mean, like, they're very new switches. They're like 2000 and I don't know, 21, 22 switches. They're pretty new. Influencer. We'll see how it sounds. I mean, worst case scenario, if these are too tactile and kind of sound a little like reverb-y in the case, because I feel like these heavy tactiles, like these like Holy Panda style kind of tactiles, right? Like very, very heavy ones. They tend to like have this reverb to them because of the what's that? The return being so like so dramatic. The upstroke, my bad. Yeah, the upstroke being kind of strong, so we'll see. If not, I mean, you can always use a little bit of case foam. It feels like they're attacking the top housing. Oh man, I've heard horror stories of people buying U4Ts and whatnot and setting debounce to 30 milliseconds and the switch still chatter. What's the default debounce setting, Drew? I actually don't know. TBH. But 30 milliseconds sounds like a lot of milliseconds. 5 milliseconds? That sounds right, yeah. Yeah. Makes sense. So what's 5 milliseconds? Is that 200 hertz? I use 5 milliseconds plus a different debounce algorithm. Even then, cherries very rarely chatter. Oh, neat. What's the difference in the algorithm? Is it like not linear, basically? Like, does it switch it variably, or like, is it like a variable kind of thing, or what's the deal? Just kind of curious. Kind of curious on the technical level. On the technical level, really, not so much about the me. I'm gonna actually do that because I haven't really had issues with chatter, but I know that people do that for gaming and whatever and whatnot. If these were any other switch, it would probably chatter out the wazoo. Yeah, I haven't had really chatter issues in ages. Pretty much. Feature debounce type? Okay. No clue? Oh, okay. I'll just check later. I mean, if it's QMK implemented, it's probably robust enough to be put into the main branch. Okay, cool. I'll read through it later. I was just curious. Don't know the technicalities of it. Okay, cool. That's alright. Same one AIA 03 uses on all his boards as well. Okay. Well, if AIO3 uses it, must be good, right? Because I mean, I do think that he is. AIO3 is an interesting guy. I mean, I've met Mr. AIO3 in person too, and I've interacted with him more online than in person, of course. I only saw him very briefly at that one Kanekys meetup. He like flew in from Japan, which is crazy, and then he left after that weekend, which is even more crazy, like even crazier. But have you seen AIO3's PC build guide, dude? Oh my god, he's so anal about everything, dude. Like actually, Drew seems sane next to AIO3. AIO3 is a whole different level, dude. This guy's making his own cables for everything, pretty much. He's into audio too, but he's not just into audio. He's into the whole cable snake oil audio. So it's very diff. I mean, nothing bad about it. I just think AIO3 is very particular, and so if he uses something, it must mean something to him, right? I assume it was a smart and deliberate decision. But yeah, Drew is totally right. Drew is totally right. Like it makes Drew seem sane in that regard. Like he's just very detail oriented. I was considering making my own PC cables. This guy. Oh, this is crazy. It's so much work. Nice keyword. Thank you. Nothing but Gia. Thank you. Oh boy. Don't even get me started. AI like the brushed aluminum bluish silver curl. Not for the same reasons as AIO3. Yeah, I know. God. Anyway, a crazy build log that he did on that PC. It's just, that was really funny. Drew and saying the same sentence. Wow. Oh boy. You see, I respected Drew the whole time. I respected Drew since I like interact with him for the first time. Like it's been a while now, right? And then he joined the Discord and started having these takes, man. SMH. Just kidding. But at least I at least think Drew at least does his research, so I think that's kind of nice, you know. It's good to have evidence-based decision making. It's always pleasing to see that in people, like when people kind of decide based on information that they actually read, and that's, you know, ostensibly true. The goals started moving. Now they are here. Now they are there. Yup. The goalpost movement happened. And then the goalpost attacked, pretty much. Oh, man. Does he build his own utility pole so the power is clean, though? I don't know, man. I don't know too much about it. I make PC cables sometimes. It is not fun. Making cables in general is not that fun. Cavite Tech or Cavite? I'm not sure. Cavite Tech? Hello, first time seeing you live. Oh, welcome. Hello, Jason. How are you? I tried braiding IM cables for my mouse and gave up twice, dude. I tried making my own regular straight USB cables, like for keyboards. I did it twice. I did one mini and one C one time. They worked, but it was just trash, basically, though. Like, it was just not good enough, you know. Never again, dude. Such a waste of money and time. I troubleshot that shit for like hours, man. So much time and money wasted. Just not worth it. Cable making, like, you really gotta do it because you really just want to make a lot of them, man. And so, like, once you get the hang of it, I'm sure they come out perfect, you know. And it's great. But if you're doing just like individual ones, like once in a while or whatever, it's just not that fun. Just not that fun. Kabite Tech? Okay, Kabite Tech. Okay, cool. I make my own mouse paracords. Okay, that's fair. I mean, that's it. I guess it's because my mice cables are like not great, right? In general, I haven't really seen great mice cables. Just generally don't see a lot of good like mice cables. Okay, I don't really remember seeing good ones. I feel like there's like some of the Logitech ones from back in the day. I think they had a paracord too, right? They're okay. It's literally 4 loose wires inside paracord for maximum flexibility. I see. That bungee action. Most people don't use wired mice anymore, though. That's true. That's true. I mean, a lot of people don't anymore. Yeah. But yeah, that it has shifted. That's for sure. Feels basically wireless to me, so it works. That's fair. That's fair. Everybody has those preferences. But yeah. Drua certainly has his own very particular preferences too. I respect it. That's fine. You know, if it floats your boat, that's cool. Just don't impose them on me. You know? That's all. Or on others. All right. One thing I do like about these Otemu made Gazzew switches or whatever is that they do have a nice switch housing tolerance overall. They're very nice and tight. They don't require like switch films, and they also fit generally pretty well in a lot of plates that I've seen. That said, I haven't really had as much of like I haven't tried that many switches from Otemu made ones that like I had a lot of issues with, so can't really attest to that at all. So yeah, the old Logitech mice cables with the braiding are literally cosmetic. People remove them to make the cable more flexible. That's funny. At least Drill's particular preference aren't like Cobra's. The Razer ones were worse. I do remember. Oh, I don't remember what was it. Did I just have a Death Adder? Probably at some point I did. Long time ago. Don't even remember when. Go. Good night, One Drunk Man. Take it easy. Gazzew switches amazing tolerance, but they sound a bit too dead. Huh, interesting. I mean, well, I wish he made more linears. Why is he making so many tactiles, dude? Just make more linears. How do you feel about Haimu? Haimu switches are actually pretty nice. The only ones I tried were those heartbeat ones, silent ones from Canon Keys. They were super quiet, stock. I was actually pretty impressed how quiet those were, just in general. Like they sounded so quiet. So that part was kind of neat. Super quiet switches. So if you want a very silent switch like that, you don't even have to mod that much. Those Haimu ones were pretty cool, pretty interesting. Were they the special silent ones that? Yeah. They had the cutouts. Basically, the flex cut on the stem. Yeah. But so the sound dissipates from the movement, from the piece of plastic not making a hard contact. Cryptic XO, welcome back. I unbanned you because I figure you weren't malicious. But when you came in last time, Cryptic, you said something weird, and I just thought you were like a spammer, dude. So I just banned you at the time. Sorry. But then I saw you in CG Bruin's chat, so I was like, oh, it must just be like something I missed or something. Yeah, I thought I was like, maybe I missed a reference or something. I was like, whatever. So sorry about that. Anyway, I still think that stem cutout is a meme. Wouldn't it just feel mushy like Romer G linears? Romer G, I don't know. Mushy? I guess it depends what you define that to be. Do you know what board is that you use as your over here? Yeah, that's a key code number 1. That's a key code number 1. So key code number 1. You can see this eyepiece over there. It'll feel like an unclipped cherry stab. Oh, sorta, maybe. I don't think it was as obvious though, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I just need to try them again and put them in a board to actually see how they compare against other silence. That said, I don't really care too much for silent switches, so that's why I haven't done anything like that. Mostly just because I don't care as much for it. Damn ads! I know. Ads suck. I can't help it though. I actually set the minimum number of ads at the minimum amount of time possible. So be it. It is what it is. Do you like mode obscura switches? I haven't tried them myself, so I don't know. Got no mic to sub? Oh, sorry. It's okay. You don't have to feel forced about it. Alright. There's your sound test. True. Oh man, this kind of blocks the way A. How do I do this without blocking this entire thing, huh? Okay, this. That works. I just opened my windows. I mean, I don't get that much airflow even if I open them. Like, there's not that much wind coming in, so that's why I just use a fan instead. What was your first keyboard? Like my first mechanical keyboard was probably just a Cooler Master, like Quickfire something. It was like a full size with MX Browns. How often do you cycle your boards? Kind of depends. I would say if I'm feeling like cycling them often, it's like every other day. But I would say more so these days. These days I think I would probably cycle them like once a week. Pretty much I just do it whenever I feel like it. So it really just varies. Like there's no specified time when I decide to swap them out. Need 2 windows to really get movement? Yeah. You need an inflow and an outflow. Just like PCs, right? They have in and out for air. So it's the same thing. You gotta circulate the air by having a cold current. What was my first build? Oh, my first build. Let me think. My first build was... Actually, let me think about it. Oh, yes. Okay. My first build for somebody else was a Duck Eagle V2 back in 2017. My first build for myself was a Duck Octagon V1. And yeah, that was my first build for myself. At the time, there was no KBD fans readily available or anything like that, so I just kind of went in directly into customs because I didn't really want to like browse around for like. I mean, I tried different things though. I tried a few other things. I went to meetups and stuff. So I got to try people's boards, so that helped a lot. So I kind of just went in for what I liked. KD Fans doesn't count as custom? No, it is a custom. It was just not available. It just didn't exist. There was no tofu. There was no KD 75. There was just no tofu or KD 75. Like I could have gotten like a GH60 or something, right? If you want, I wanted a 60%, but I wanted a 75% at first, or a TKL. I wanted a TKL or a 75%. So that was my option. Those were my 75% were really limited in options. First of all, until the KOD 75 happened, actually. Like there was like the EPBT one, there was like the, you know, there's like a few other of the low profile ones, which I didn't want to do. I wanted a high profile case for sure. I did not like any of the low profile stuff that I saw. I did have a White Fox for a brief bit. I bought a White Fox kit just to, it was pre-built actually. It was pre-built White Fox with like MX Blues and something. And then I swapped those MX Blues out later on for like a bunch of different switches. Like I desawed that board like a few times. But yeah, I tried like a few different things, and then I was like pretty set on wanting to have a TKL or a 75 for a while. Wait till people realize Tofu is a Kalam Kleepe. Well, Kleepe came after, actually. Kleepe actually came after the Tofu. I would say that the Fiel was actually first. The first, like, custom kit that Mechanist deployed, I think. I mean, they did have, like, spare parts. I think Brian probably knows better than me about Mechanist's, about Leandrin's, like, journey in keyboards. Because I actually didn't know Leandrin until he did Fiel. Are you sure? Yeah, I'm 100% sure that Kleepe was after Fiel. It was due to the success of the Fiel that Kleepe happened. Mechanist would have not happened without the success of the Fiel. The Fiel was a banger. Like, it was a banger for many reasons. It was a hefty 60% case with a very different design for the time. It had these like very bold chamfers with a weight. And then it offered for the first round. The first round offered many different colors. There was like this burnt orange one for the first proto. There was this gorgeous purple, which is what I still have my R1 Fiel. I have a R1 Fiel, but there was this really nice deep purple one. There was also like black, gray, silver. Was it silver? I don't remember. There are a few other colors too, though. And then they ran several times, so. I understand that Fiel was before, but Kleepe was just before Tofu? Guess not? I think not, no. I think Kleepe happened because Mechanist wanted to kind of catch up to the trend of having like more accessible kits available. Yeah, Tofu was before the Fiel. Tofu might have been before the Fiel, but KBD fans took a little time to kind of get popular. I remember the KBD fans took a little while to like run things and actually become like a storefront that people actually wanted to buy from. Like there was still a time when keyless.kr was like keyless.com, right? Like the acrylic, the stacked acrylic kits that you could do like low profile, and you could even like solder your own diodes and resistors and everything. There was a time those were pretty popular too, and like Gone stuff, like Gone nerd stuff, and whatnot. Those were pretty popular as well. But they really paved the way for the whole like stack acrylic scene in the West, especially when Keyless was definitely someone who paved the way in that regard. They also brought PS2 AVRGB, which is boot mapper client. So huge impact in the community at the time, which was riddled with really bad programming experiences as far as keyboards were concerned. I mean, TMK existed, but for the general consumer who did not want to deal with command line tools, boot mapper client was a cross OS compatible and accessible option to use. Definitely a trailblazer, yeah. People also complain about KVD fans quality. I mean, I got it first. I got two keyboards. I got two KVD 75 round ones. One for myself, in purple, and one for a friend of mine in the community at the time, in teal or cyan. They're nice colors. The anodizing was actually okay. I mean, the first round of KVD fan stuff was all trays. So KVD 75 was like a tray similar to the Octagon V1, similar to like Tofu, right? They're just, you just like put the plate and PCB assembly onto the case, and you know, you just screw them down, right, through holes in the PCB. We're like, times have changed dramatically. Are they not all trays still? No. KVD 75 is top mount, pretty sure. Pretty sure that some of the other ones are also like gasket mount and stuff. So no, they've changed a lot. KVD 75, I mean, like KVD fan stuff has like changed pretty dramatically as well. I would say like between like 2019 and now, KVD fans has really gotten like a whole ton of variety. I mean, some people condemn it in a bit because KVD fans did kind of like quote unquote copy some things, and like you know, like, I mean, mostly like trend following too, I guess, kind of like what a lot of people do anyway. But they do make a lot of things pretty readily accessible, so yeah, I think for the general public it's like a good thing. Old KVD 75 is tray, yeah. V3, yeah, V3 is top, yeah. I was deciding between Tofu and first custom and something else for the first custom. Oh, I see. Yeah, my first custom was the Dock Octagon V1. Damn, I thought KVD 75 V1 was sandwich. Oh, let me explain that actually. No, so Drew, like it was not sandwich in the sense that the plate and PCB assembly screwed to the bottom piece, but they did not touch the case in a way that it would be sandwiched. It was sandwiched just for the diffuser. It was sandwiched for the diffuser. You basically like inserted the you screwed it down to the bottom piece, and then you put the diffuser around, and then you screwed down the top, or not screwed down, like you screwed it over, so like you from the underside there is screws. You could put screws, and you would close up the case. So yeah, kind of like Mech 27. Yeah, kind of like that. But Mech 27 was like a Jane V1 like copy essentially. So that was like top mount. But yeah, like in the sense that those acrylic, those acrylic frames that people used to use back in the day, that was pretty much what it was. What happened to acrylic mid-layer diffuser boards? Just fell out of popularity. Fell out of popularity as people stopped caring about RGB. That's pretty much it. It just, yeah, people just stopped caring. They still exist, but it just kind of died out. Like the reality of RGB is that people turn it on and turn it off for like more time than they turn it on, so it's not as relevant. Bring back more top mount boards? Aren't there quite a lot more now? Oh, maybe. Oh, I guess you're kind of catching up, Tornado, but there's a lot of top mount nowadays. Well, I mean, there's a lot more now than before. Than in the past like couple of years. So if you're inactive for a little bit, you saw a lot of gasket mount stuff, but then there's been a lot of top mount stuff coming back. Or at least I've been seeing a lot more top mount stuff nowadays than before. Or sometimes they like dual, like top and like O-ring, for example. Well, that switch isn't working, or I didn't solder it, so I'll have to check. No, that switch just didn't work, right? Okay, I'm gonna replace that one. I love my Dolphin so much. Good stiffness. I like my Dolphin too. It's a really nice board. Where they let you have dolphins as pets. Oh my god. Maldives. There needs to be more disgustingly stiff boards. I feel like I'm typing on a solid sheet of steel. I mean, you could always just do like brass plate DBH. Brass plate trend was pretty big, remember? Between like late 2017 and like 2019, brass plates were like the hot thing. Brass plate default for everything for a while. Alright, that works now. Cool. Brass plate metal was great sounds, but man, that was expensive. Yeah, it's definitely more expensive. I just toss the switch out because it's not working. And now brass plates are nearly extinct. Yeah, I mean, they're more expensive to make too, so kind of get it. And also, yeah, it just fell out of popularity. So. $10-point top mount needs a second chance. I mean, you can always get a Duck Orion. If you like a 65%, the old 910 is 8-point top mount. Or you can get an LZ board. LZ boards are still like 10-point top mount, pretty sure. MP, CLS, GH, RES, RE, XE, SE. I think they're all 10-point. Vega is goated. Vega, yeah, Vega was pretty popular when after it came out. I mean, the Polaris definitely is owed the popularity of the Vega, right? Like the popularity of Vega is because the Polaris set such a set a bar in a way. Have you tried PP? Oh, polypropylene? Yeah, I have. Just once, I think. It just sounds like some of the other ones, though. Some of the other plastics. It might be a little different, but I don't remember it being like exclusively different. Like I was like, oh wow, mind blowing. Nothing like that, I think. I have like every AO3 board. The man's a goat. Yeah, if you like his aesthetic and like the way the boards are built and stuff, the aesthetic and whatnot, then that's good. Vega is aesthetically simple and nice at the same time. It's just gravy on top of the board. Sounds great in all configs. Yeah. If it need a Vega and an Android V2. I don't know if that will happen. There's so many out there. I mean, Vega specifically, I don't think we'll get a V2 unless it's a new design. I don't think it'll be a Vega V2. Might be just called a different name even. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? Alright, so we're done here. So let's take this out of the way. Oops. Someone said ooga boogas. Feels like the meta is trending towards plastic plates nowadays. Yeah, for sure. Blacks and alloys still goated. Yeah, I mean, I don't think black on the aluminum plate is gonna like ever change. That's like just kind of status quo kind of thing. Mostly just because it's just been around forever, and also like the whole like Korean custom thing. The Brutal 65 V2 is almost like Vega 2.0. Yeah, kinda, because since AOT does work for Canon keys. You think palm plate's gonna overtake FR4 as most popular plate material? No, I think like they pretty much neck and neck. Also, oh, this car so annoying. But yeah, it's kind of like neck and neck. I feel like polycarb and FR4 are more comparable to each other in terms of popularity. Palm is the worst plastic plate in existence. I mean, it's very slippery. Palm. New York City streaming experience? Yeah, this is this classic New York City. Alarms in the middle of the fucking night. Like, no fucking reason to be ringing the alarm this time, but it somehow happens all the time. It's not like anybody's there. Like, it's just so annoying. FR4 is so cheap and easy to manual. That is true. For every entry level stuff, FR4 is very popular. Yeah, because it is cheap. Can you put your mic up to the window? You don't even need that. You can always hear it loud and clear already. Alright, nice. Ooh, this tinted polycarb looks so nice against the black frame. Looks very good. Did I miss a screw? I did. I hope these feet don't scuff your dust mat. No, I should be fine. They don't. I still have the Box 75 Proto. I know they don't really do anything to my dust mat. They're not that sharp. I love DKS. I met him a few times, so we know each other a little bit more. Good, nice dude. Very chill. Okay, make sure the screws are there. That looks good. Alright, flip it over. I like inks and copper. Ooh, inks. Inks kind of have been a little less popular nowadays, right? I guess. Kind of like definitely not like super popular, I think, nowadays. I went to New York City last Sunday for the first time in the Bronx, and in like a day of being there, I just saw so much fuckery. Sounds like New York, alright. Any wrecks on the linear switch for copper? Oh yeah, that was where inks came in. Yeah, inks are good. You can always try like Oil Kings as well. I mean, there's like cherry switches, of course. Like regular Gateron Milky Top stuff, like Gateron Pro is really nice, I've heard, and I've tried a couple. I mean, honestly, some of the JDOK stuff is fine. Like Alpaca V2s are still really good. ¿Qué marca es el teclado? Me gusta mucho. Daniel Jaime's blog. Hola, Daniel. Este teclado se llama Keycap #1. Es un poco caro. Y este se llama Box 75. Box 75. Box como caja en inglés. I'm a heavy typist, so palm plates occasionally eject my switches. Damn, that's pretty heavy typing. Alright, so let's just make sure we have this lined up. Oh, was this on purpose? Interesting. Oh, what a smart decision. They did this. So they did not have this in the prototype. In the prototype, their screw holes were only specific to the left and the right, but now it doesn't matter. because they just put screw holes on, you know, all the spots that would, so you can mess it up, quote unquote. Like there's no messing up there, they're just the same. Oh, that's nice. Good thing to do there. Pretty nice little detail. I saw a boat parked on the side of the street. That's funny. It sure sounds like a New York thing to see. I mean, it's big city things just in general. The GB is different from Proto. Cancel them. Gasp. Dude, there was a green PCB during the prototype, and now it's red. Fuck. I wanted Proto Green. Have you tried Cream Packets creamsicles? Yes, I did. I have. Actually, this week I built was it this week? I think it was this week. I built a unicorn with creamsicles. It was off stream though, but it's nice. I mean, they're like long pole Franken switches basically. And they clack a lot. They're pretty clacky, like very high pitched kind of. Long pole, so kind of you know what to expect, shorter travel, all that. And then lastly, I would say like I personally am not a huge fan of long pole, but I mean they're nice. Although the bad part is they're Franken switches, so pretty expensive to make. Oh, between cream packets and creamsicles, I don't think I care. Both are pretty smooth. Like, whether you use like those tangerines or whatever, or in alpaca housings. Can't decide between purple or blue solder mask on black substrate. I think purple. Alright, let's get my keycaps. Honestly, I don't know all these Franken switches, guys. Like, don't ask me too much about them because I don't make them that much. So. Oh, Sancho Panza. 2 años. 2 years. 24. Wow. Long time. Thank you for the prime. There are switches that are similar to creamsicles without having the Franken switch. I forget which ones. I think sodas might be the ones. I actually don't know. Don't ask me. Alpaca housing sound better IMO. I really actually if I had to choose one JWK switch, for sure Alpaca V2. Super nice. Just smooth. It works. It's a nice color. Honestly, it sounds nice. It's very smooth. It's very easy to, you know, like just lube it with 3204 or 205, whatever you want, and just use. And the spring weight is good. It's kind of ideal, so it's perfectly fine. Thoughts on OG dye subs? I would say, if you asked me this question years ago, no, the answer hasn't changed. The answer has not changed. OG dye subs, I say they're not worth the money for how much they go for, because now you have CRP. Why get OG dye subs when for the same price as OG dye subs you can get like 7 sets of CRP or whatever, you know, for ANSI, let's say. So I would say that yeah, no reason to get OG dye subs if you are fine with CRP. Get OG dye subs if you are into the whole collecting thing and the whole vintage thing, and you want this piece of history, blah blah blah. You want to spend a lot of time looking for them, making friends trying to look for them, scoping eBay and scoping, you know, like garage sales and whatever. But I feel like for the quality of CRP that's available, no reason to do OG dye subs. Like, the price difference is abysmally different. Does CRP not have reset stems? I believe not. Yeah, it's super expensive though, yeah. What about Chamois? I don't remember. Buy a random mystery switch? What? Did I miss something? Eh. Oh, best way to test switches without buying like 35. Oh, I see. BSB comes with its own issues? Yeah, that's true. Then warped mods. It's very, very bowed. Even scam PVT. Okay, I'm kind of sick of this whole grab keys one by one. So what keycaps are those? These are cherry PBT charcoal from Novel Keys. PBT charcoal from Novel Keys. Yeah, pretty nice. Really nice color and pretty nice legends. IMO for the price. I think that these are very nice. I hate that packaging. I mean, I think the packaging is better than GMK's as far as the usability goes. At least you can use them. GMK stuff, you just have to throw it out. Is it Thera 75 V2 good? I actually don't know what the V2 looks like. I know what the V1 looked like. It was fine. Basically require you to use foam, which I was not a huge fan of. It just kind of sounds like any other board with foam. But if you like it though, that's good. If you like the foam experience, that's good. But yeah, it was like plateless with foam, right? If I recall, it was like a lot of foam, if I recall correctly. Yeah, it's all right. If you like that experience. Wait, what are these? Aren't these 1.5s like long? Yeah, these are not the right mods for that part here. Should be just standard bottom row for, so 1.25s and then 1.5s. Packaging doesn't matter as we had it right all along. Just shipping bags, Ziploc bags basically. GMK sets are above what my current employer wishes to pay me, so I cannot speak on their packaging. That's fair. To be fair, you should definitely adhere to your particular budget. Oh, what's this? Is this like an artisan or something? Oh, look. They package an extra artisan. Mr. Paskovitz, you sent. Oh, cool. I don't know who made this, but looks nice. Maybe we'll use one of these. I'm just gonna put it here or something. One of the corners, so we can use one of my artisans. Let's see. Now, arrow keys. Yo, Captain Mike, what's up? Wait, Diego, that Alu scroll wheel you bought the one that was marked GPW, right? Yeah, of course. I read, Drew. I'm not that. I'm a little dumb sometimes, so I'm not that dumb. Sorry. Wait, why insert when there's F13? Let's just do F13. Where's my page up, page down stuff for R2, R3? Here. R2. Is this R3? I think this is. I'm not sure if the row profile is right. Let me check. I don't know what the hell's going on with the row profile here. Oh wow, accents. There's a lot of keycaps in this tray, man. Oh, this is R3. All right, cool. I expect the worst from people most of the time. I mean, me too. Me too. I try not to be mean about it, I promise. But me too. Diego's not dumb enough to get an SS plate printed that doesn't fit the caps lock of his only Alp set? Oh, rip. Are you just gonna Dremel? What are you gonna do? Too spooked to Dremel stainless steel? That's fair. That's a rib though. New plate? Man. How much did it cost you for a new plate? How much do plates cost these days for like stainless steel? They're like laser cut, right? So I feel like one unit is probably expensive. Like 60 bucks, I don't know. Yeah, this is cherry charcoal. I use Sencut Sense, so it was like $70 for shipping. Oh, yeah. That's what I figured. You could also use Ponoco, actually. Ponoco also cuts steel. Laser cut. Alright. We'll use this other cable here. Alright, let's get ours in here. I don't know what I want on this. It's kind of dark, huh? It's like all black. Let's go with it's been a while since should we do an albumin? Oh, that's technically not black though. Ooh, let's go with the Al Summoned. All right. Is this Imsto black on black? No, this is cherry charcoal. Cherry charcoal. Okay. Wappa's Wap one looks so nice. Oh, that one's so sick. That one's definitely like S tier, in that specific colorway, like type, like the monochrome stuff. All right, let's try this out. So music off, and maybe a side view, huh? I don't know what works better for you guys. You can tell me. Side view, top view, I don't know. I guess side view kind of looks nicer. Alright, cool. So didn't even realize there was music. Oh, I guess it was pretty quiet, huh? Yeah, it was probably pretty quiet. Alright. Let's give this a shot. Let me just move the mic here. All right, friends. Let's give this a shot. So right now we have this is a polycarb plate with U4Ts, pretty much. 62 gram with cherry PBT charcoal. This also has no foam whatsoever right now. So let's give it a shot. Is it a modular keyboard? As in, like, yeah, I mean, you can. I just assembled it. Yeah. All right, let's give it a try. Ooh, let's try again. Ooh. Sure sounds like a keyboard. I think it sounds pretty good. There's a little bit, like a slight bit of hollowness towards the top rows. I can kind of hear it. Maybe it's the mic catching it more. Actually, I kind of want to try this without my IEMs, because I think it's just the monitoring tends to catch more of what you actually can hear in real use. So let's try this out without this. And then let's also let's check the mods first though. But it sounds pretty good, I think. All right, so here are the mods. Is it the bounce or is it dust mat moving? Probably a bit of the dust mat too. I mean, so actually we can try this. It definitely is a lot of dust mats here. So let me see, how can I do this like this? Ain't no way. Alright. Wow, really copy Nathan Kim. Oh my god, it's a crime. So I would say it's probably the desk mats. You can, let's see. I mean, it has a little bit of bounce to it too. Yeah, the left side has a little bit. If I press on this, like, it's a polycarbonate plate, so it does have a bit of that bounce to it. Yeah, partially with desk mat for sure. Like if I did this without the, actually let's try this without the mats. So just kind of like that. I know that this is kind of like on the way, so in the way of things. Try this without. See how it sounds. Spacebar very loud? Yeah, it's like very thunky. Very thunky. Whoa! That emote is great. The essaying emote. That's so funny. Nice and deep. Yeah, it's definitely it's also traveling through the desk. So it's like going into the mic probably. So the mic is catching a lot of that kind of thunk sort of sound. But if you put the desk mats like and like dampen the sound out, like it's very different. Very, very different. Like bring it back here. Pandish spacebar's always hella loud. Definitely on the loud side, yeah. Yeah. So that's how it sounds. Like even if I just did like a little 15-second one thing here. I think it sounds pretty good without the foam. I feel like could put foam in it. Like could put the thin piece of foam, which is this one. It's pretty thin. To fill the case, just to like have no empty space or not as much at least. But I think even without it's fine. It's kind of optional. So it's like could put it in there, could leave it. I don't think it's super huge of a big deal. I don't think it really needs it, but it's there. JT was luck. Finally made it to stream. Keyboard looks great. Oh, thanks. I called the look of this board an acquired taste. Definitely very unique. Like this particular board's like aesthetic is definitely unique. Yeah. Yeah, the 70 is also very pretty, I think. Bro, I finally won a t-shirt raffle. Ooh, congrats. What do you get? Do you get one of the pink ones or the one of the silver ones? I love how it looks. I might try to get one of them. Nice. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's some in the market too, so if you don't get like an extra or anything, like, or I mean, does Novelties have any right now? I thought they had some stock, but maybe they don't. Silver Jane, I can't do pink. Oh, okay. I really like the pink one this round. The blush pink look really cute. But congrats, that's awesome. Yeah. Feels like a top mount. Yeah, it definitely feels like a top mount. Pretty nice though. I really like it. I really like how this board sounds in general. Like I think in general, like these I tried the proto for the one that's coming soon, like the 65. And it's pretty nice. Like it's also another one of those boards I feel like just without any of the foam or anything like that, it sounds pretty good like in the default config. But yeah, this sounds really good with the polycarb plate. I'm sure it would have been fine with the alu, although with these tactiles, I think maybe the polycarb actually helps. But like with linears, I feel like the alu would have sounded pretty good too. So yeah. Got any tips for quicker typing? Generally speaking, I would advise like so like you see how like my typing's kind of like around this line. I mean, like even if you smoothen it out, right? So I feel like the most important thing is accuracy. Are you on the internet? That's a good way to learn. But just overall, you wanna be consistent. Like you wanna not make mistakes. So practice. So what I did was slow down. I slowed down and then practice on having like 95% plus accurate tests basically, and just try to be as consistent as possible. So yeah, I think just like focusing on typing correctly, accurately is more important than speed. You can speed up once you figure that out. So as you can see, like my PR for 60 seconds is 145, exactly 145. That was like last year, almost a year ago now. Yeah, and I haven't really tried these much, so I don't really care. But yeah. Yep, slow is smooth, smooth is fast. Yeah, use all your fingers. I mean, use as many as you can. Actually, you don't have to use all of them technically. So I don't think I don't use my right pinky, for example. Wait, yeah, I don't use my right pinky. I hit backspace with my ring finger, which is probably more inefficient, but I'm used to it, so it's hard to. I need to relearn that if I want to change it. Yeah, and yeah, practicing with punctuation marks like on Type Racer or like like those quotes that they have on Type Racer, they're it's good. But yeah, focus on and play League of Legends, yeah, because you get tilted. That's actually a great way. Get tilted, and you have to say like, what do you say about me? You. Anyway, yeah, you learn how to type fast when you're playing games, and you gotta quickly respond. Anyway, got so tilted in CS, so that's mainly voice chat. No. Voice is an excuse. You gotta type it out, man. Oh, how about that? No mic. Anytime you want to practice, no mic. Take your mic away and just you can only type it out. You want to curse someone, you gotta type it out. If you know, I crashed off my class in the Navy SEAL. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I'm sure you'll improve. Alright, so let's show this off now. Okay, there. Okay. So I'm just gonna show this off. Here. This looks like. It's gonna take a look. This is what the board looks like. It's pretty bright lighting here. So maybe I'll darken the light. I think the IS is kind of high on this. But yeah, it's like that. It's a very unique look. Has these 4 little legs, kind of like a table. Very unique, very light board. Probably weighs like 2-3 pounds only. Maybe like 3 pounds. Very light, very distinct aesthetic. Really looks like a box for sure. Definitely has that box 75 look. But very cool, very unique. And if you want to look at it from the side, it's kind of like a different angle here. Oh, let me take that out of the way. Here we go. Actually, let's do this. So yeah, that's what that looks like. Just like that. It looks like those expensive modern armchairs with that metal exoskeleton look. Yeah, kinda. Yeah. Alright, maybe that'll be our three, two, one, boom. Perfect. Alright, so that was that. Bauhaus? Maybe. Yeah. Alright, so I guess probably want to wrap up here. 2.5 hours, perfect timing. This was pretty fun, but hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you guys have fun. Let's go. Oh my god, can I snooze this? Yeah. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and look for somebody to raid, but you can see here. Who should we raid? Let's see who's live right now. I don't know who's live. Oh, Jackie, Helignifolia, Starfire Penguin is live right now. Mr. Frank Inomushiki is live. Firewire is live. A lot of people. Who shall we raid? Maybe we can go raid Helignifolia. We've raided them before. We've also raided Starfire. Oh, actually, well, we can also raid Frank. I don't know, up to you guys. Who do you guys wanna? Frank? Firewire? Just ended. Oh, okay. Well, Firewire just ended. Okay, cool. Alright, sure. Why not? Let's go raid Mr. Frank. Inomushiki. Oh, 5 gifted. Paskovitz. Appreciate it. Thank you for the build. No problem. No problem. Alright, folks. Let's go raid Mr. Frank. Let's just give him a quick... let's see. Oh. Frank, lightning raid, serenade us about the new Nixies, because he's building a dollars with the new Nixies. So let's say Meowgo let's just say meow high with that. Oops. Why did that? Oh god. Don't say that. Alright, there's our raid message, friends. So I'll probably be building again soon. So I'll catch you guys on the next one. I think the next build is probably going to be the Martingale by Elven Monster. And but yeah, I'll keep you guys posted. Take it easy. Bye bye.